It is time, my friends, for the super team, Team 1 to face maybe Japanese super team, DFM as well. They're playing very good, getting better and better each game. And my friends, this is for the middle bracket, which means the winner here will be one series away from qualifier to Master Santiago, and the loser will face elimination in the lower bracket. My friends, there is a big thing there, man. Peripherals is also in the lower bracket, so losing here came in losing everything. Today we're gonna have 3 best of 3s and 3 best of 5. For that reason, I will only react to the best of 5s, and in the best of 3s, I will only make highlights. I hope you understand. I think this is the best way for me to bring out the games with the highest level of quality.
I'll give them some information now, but technically a little bit too late. You see that there's no gate crash available already to get back over here, so you got to start to run as there's pressure building onto Meteor.
Yeah, depends on how he finds some of the opening shots as well, though. A lot of Sheriff purchases on the T1 side. Unfortunately, at this range, it's the Ghost that will prevail. So T1 actually arriving onto site now, but it's 3v5. And the lines of sight not quite supporting them as well. Alarmbot will reveal certain locations for now, alerting DFM as to where T1 might be approaching from, or the timing of which. Buzz will slide on through though, but the follow-up not quite there just yet. Izu, unfortunately, just not quite able to relay forward through. Stacks taking heavy fire as well, makes him down to go low HP, and that's where DFM does pick up the pistol.
One of the favorite words, or maybe non-favorite words so far in this game, is snowballing. So we'll see if DFM are going to be able to answer and start to snowball as May and Izu get some trades on out in this A-main battle that T1 is winning.
Lovely stuff coming through. Izu, Stacks planting their feet down, and that brings down DFM to 2 players remaining. Even spotted out by the stairs approach. Kaide goes down, which means it's just a Kame left.
Gun here.
It always feels like when it comes to Pearl, Stacks is very comfortable on this map in the frag department. It's just something about this map for him. He doesn't have to use a massive amount of utility and focus on the crosshair. It's going to be gorgeous. Izu doing the same in this one. A 4 alive scenario for T1 as we won't see any mass exodus around at the very beginning for one of these teams. Maybe we'll have some normal Valorant to start off the game. And I say normal with a bit of an asterisk as a Neon and a Bucky. It's normal, right? Yeah. It's always fun. It's always fun.
Surprising kill. I think what's impressive is Izu and Stacks for sure. And like you mentioned, Stacks' performance on this map, it's always something. But like the desk highlighted, we want to see a little bit more from Izu and Buzz. So upcoming round for now.
Yeah, we want to see comfort from them. I think we've got just solid firepower from Izu and solid consistency, but it's Buzz the question mark for me. When you've got this Neon, when you've got this agent that he doesn't seem mass comfortable on at the moment. It's going to be a good start for them, however, just through the smokes dispatching of May. The hot player for DFM that we are looking to do some mass damage, but also with the squad of DFM kind of stepping up as a whole. We've not always seen it be the May show for DFM, which I think is a massive net positive for them, to be honest with you. The flexibility with this new roster, it's needed a bit of time for improvements. And you start to step up like this, mate. It's looking good. Some good shots from a disadvantaged position. They now hold favor.
Just all up around B long. Little peaks here and there.
And look at the patience. They don't try to overplay their hands. They resettle themselves. 40 seconds to go. They know that T1 kind of has to take a little bit of initiative at this point in time.
Working with the advantages that they do have, even if they do just look to possibly bulldoze on the B side. I mean, by numbers advantage, they should be having it.
Left.
Munchkin, no.
Stacks is one away from the Hunter's Fury. He's got all of his utility at the moment as well. A well-timed drone or dart would have been nice to go to B main, but they've missed the timing on that, and now it's just go time for DFM. Well, good reveal.
All down to the angle. It's a slight crossfire with the spams coming through. Stacks there to relay forward, and he mows down all 3 at the end. T1 tie up the score.
What did I say? What did I say about Stacks? If he's not using this utility at the moment, and he's not just in the back pocket of the team, where he's throwing out prowlers, as Pilsky says, his gun can do the damage. A mass multi-frag to come through from him in this round that has a very big beginning, middle, and end, kinda, right? T1 have the beginning opening frag. DFM find the respace over towards B and take out the 2 kills. They take the advantage. And then time starts to become an issue. They waltz in towards B, and Stacks just plants himself and says, no, I am the gatekeeper of this site. You will not enter. Tied ball game, 2-2. Pistols now for DFM with the overdrive from May. They're going to take it a little bit pacier into A.
all the way through. Stax is around the site though, but he's gonna get spotted out mid-drone, and that's where Buzz will be able to find Spike trade as well. Almost dying to Hunter's Fury. Still though, the spike quickly planted, and DFM looked to hold things up around stairs, and that's where Meteor spots out one. Continuing to push forward, he knows exactly where they are, but he's getting caught by the Sheriffs! It's just Munchkin now! Slow creep. Could possibly set up some stars. He will dispatch off the first obstacle. Gets spotted by the drone as well. Okay, smokes off onto the spike, trying to stick it all the way through, but he's got to watch out for utility and possible creeps. He's right around the edge of it though, but Yaska still has a good idea. A thrifty picked up by DFM.
The immediate change of pace for DFM after they have a couple of slow rounds in the beginning. Now they just turn up the heat. They get Meow with the overdrive to go on in. He gets the kill, he gets the information, he puts the pressure on the team in combination with the Hunter's Fury as well. The Buzz nearly has some acrobatics back in towards. Jesus. Bloody hell, Kaide. I've been following you for quite a while, and I've loved your improvements coming in towards this team from Riddle Order. Cess be a little bit more autonomous around the map somewhere. He actually is going to be the one that is always paying the money price down to the Sheriff here with Kaide as well. If you want to talk about an ult battle right now, lockdown available for Kaide, but answerable by Stax' Hunter's Fury, so we're going to see who falls and make some adjustments with ultimates in the midst of this round as we are trying to break it into A.
Maybe not even, just all the way through. The Perpetrator's already past red tape. Oh, and it's still deadly Sheriff shots coming out from Cess and Kaide.
Let's just give Kaide a Sheriff only. He is making some magic with this gun at the moment, but can DFM close another lesser kind of round? Munchkin's trying to say no.
Step through the Cosmic Divide, okay. Lockdown gets deployed, forces T1's hand. Izu just pushes all the way through, but gets caught around the edges of the Cosmic Divide.
Akame's just dancing between the divide as well, left and right, trying to say goodnight. Now it's all on to Munchkin.
He might be able to sneak around, but he's running out of time still. Spots them out, tries to line up the Phantoms, but still, it's not gonna happen. Kaide.
This is the time for T1 to start to show their hand on this defensive side, however. Weaponry, all ults, and a decision to play around the map at the moment as Yatska goes into the drift to start to figure things out at A.
Yeah, a little bit pacey as well with his push, so instant lockdown gets deployed from Meteor.
Gotta respect it as well, whilst Akame does get the orb over at A. They are going to grab a plant and get out of dodge just in the nick of time. They've kind of stolen the timing away from T1. Maybe expecting them to play respect on the time of this one, but the divide is going to bring in the Hunter's Furies from both sides, and it's just going to be bloody awkward with bringing knives out, Meteor.
Oh, and T1 just continuing to make things so hectic on the side. Mass hysteria ensues as DFM continue to flood back, preventing T1 from gaining any control whatsoever. Munchkin off to hold onto the op.
And needed the time to see those improvements. And from my view, I've been getting more confident in the operator is going to be gifted to the hands of Izu, as he is so powerful with this weapon.
Trying to hold the right lines as well. Alongside Meteor up towards Link Connector for now. Ooh, but DFM able to still break through. Look at this. It's undeniable.
I would like to see Cess go a little bit quicker and towards the B-long side of things as well to meet with the team, as it is just Munchkin with the Bandit. Going to be off-put. Cess will activate a little bit later on, but you've certainly gathered this B space as your territory now as DFM. Look to establish a plan and play a bit of post where we consider, does Izu want to use the drift? Does Buzz want to use the overdrive? You can combine them in a round such as this.
I think you would even need to at some point. Kaide, first point of contact. One still has a really good opportunity to break on through in with the overdrive, but oh no, there's no real follow-up. Izu onto the op, and he's whipping shots to the back of Hall at least. Stax has an angle, provide additional support now. Stax is leading the charge with final player up around the end of Pillar. Yaska does get spotted out by the very end of it. The calling from T1 to get the players to reinforce the defenses on B. Just makes things a lot more difficult for DFM. They try to push through, they want to get the spike down, but they can't. Buzz with the final kill to add up to 3. T1 makes it a 5-6 now.
Bit of a recovery after the timeout. A mission for the 2 done nicely. And there will be a buy present, at least for DFM, come this last round of the half, as it's still going to look to just be their sort of standard deployments over at A. See if they can push T1 back a little bit before deciding where to finish. Again, when you look to their wheelhouse on this map, it is just that comfort factor of falling back to sort of standard protocols. And the adjustments from T1 are looking gorgeous if that is the case. Moving all this Killjoy utility to the A site here with the op in mid and a bailout strategy as well. Perfect start for T1.
Fantastic opener. Down for DFM to try and recover. Looking for an option to go head first into B, but that's where Munchkin and Meteor will be.
Yeah, might be head first into a brick wall. Oh, although Meteor is going to crack have his skull cracked. There you go.
Okay. Still though, got quite a bit of journey to go. I was saying that.
Hang on a second, soldiers. This was a 3 versus 5.
Turned into a 3v3 back in. Still though, trying to pick up the pace. T1, they go dimensional drift. Buzz trying to pick up the pace. He does slide through, finds one off the end of the fast lane. Izu out of the great crash, and still Buzz to pick up the kills all at the end. T1 managed to end the first half 6-6.
And the dimensional drift of Izu comes up good there as well, getting all the information on the 3 players for DFM. And Buzz not being scared to go in on this Neon as well, that we attribute being hit and miss, I think maybe is the way to kind of say it there. 3 in a row, it's a good succession of rounds for T1 to tie up the scoreline at the half. And with this mirror match that we do see as well, how different are these teams going to play it on these exchanges? We'll get to see, hopefully, Yatska bring out the operator as well for him, that Izu had found some niceties on this defensive side on.
Gate crash deployed by Yatska as well, which also calls the reinforcement of May back over onto the A site. So, should be a pretty good fight coming through. First point of contact, Izu falling into the ground. May, they actually just push all the way up in the A main and finding the next one. Buzz hitting the deck.
Yeah, they've been sent overboard in this one. DFM have removed T1 from the boat, and they're going to have to flip this A site as well, as this is just going to feel very claustrophobic on this A site for Meteor and Munchkin. Individually need to win some big duels.
Otherwise you're boxed in. Oh boy, Meteor turning around. He's getting caught by the relay, but still fires off a shot. You got Munchkin somewhere around the corner trying to stay tucked inside a dugout. He's looking for the ghost taps. He finds 2 so far. Maybe the 3rd. And looking for the last. Munchkin devours all for the Red Bull clutch.
That is monstrous to come through from Munchkin in that one. The Devil Horns come out there, a 1 versus 4 with some very clean ghost taps. He has just obliterated DFM. Sunk the ship in that round when you thought that the captain had made the right call into some smooth waters. The 5 versus 2, I mean, god damn. 1 versus 4 from him, just unfazed.
I'm out of here.
30th clutch throughout his entire Pacific.
We see what this buy does look like for DFM in towards this site of B that T1 are going to start to scale. Munchkin 1 away from Cosmic Divide as well. Could be quite nice to get in this round.
Stinger position.
Obscuring vision.
Still though, just goes down to first point of entry. Once again, kind of like what the desk highlighted. We're seeing Buzz kind of sack his life just to open up space for the rest of the team. Alongside Izu with a gate crash towards backside, he finds 2. A little trade comes through, but at the same time, DFM not quite having the advantage on positioning. They lose control over the site.
Fortunately, clean from DFM to the A side of the map, which, unlucky for them, the coin has just not flipped on heads again. T1 over to this B site, already revealing from the dimensional drift that no one is in the site.
Should bring the spike over. DFM just thinks, all right, let's make use of this space. We go on and set up a huge flank approach from the rear. Munchkin to hold, though.
I feel like it should be good for 1, though, with the way that May's clearing things at the moment. There's the headshot to come through. There's a second. This is problematic now because you've used a lockdown as well, and time is of the issue, as Yatska did dimensional drift, but you can't do anything with it.
Absolutely not. The lockdown, you just got to hang back. That's a save. Otherwise, T1.
Yeah, Kame's going to have to call for it because Buzz is just going to look to skate straight in towards the site with the rest of the team as well.
Got those moves. He's clearing out stairs as well. split push kind of working out for them, especially if they can hold up from these positions. Akame, just no joy whatsoever. In fact, getting tagged up.
And speaking about joy, the kill joy for Kaide has dropped this lockdown, which is just going to push T1 a little bit out of the sight. But Izu, of course, he can hang around a little bit before gate crashing out. Advantage to T1, of course, with the plant and with the numbers.
Just wonderful. Still though, Cess trying to set things up for the rest of his team, while May, alongside the rest of Akame and the gang, trying to push on up from stairs. They managed to break in. Still though, 1v2 as the final two from T1 are hiding up on A main. A bit of noise, a bit of pressure, and May's knees start to buckle. He's feeling the need to save. He's hopping away.
Yeah, there's just no way you get back in towards this one as DFM. It's right decision making from Izu as well on the Yoru. Stick around, get some further damage. There is another timeout available, of course, for both squads, and now DFM have to use this now because Yatska pushed to the pillar already. Gate crash available to get out of dodge. Wait to the 1:10-second mark, and it forces his hand essentially. Earlier.
Just gonna have to back off. A bit of pressure being applied possibly towards B Link as well. Got Kaide to try and hold down the fort. Oh! Decent shots, but still Munchkin breaking through.
I just noticed that May only has one shot left in that operator. If he misses or hits, he will have to bring out the overdrive perhaps as Izu removes Yatska from the equation to equalize 3 versus 3. And it's just gonna be a reset on the round. It's a super early Cosmic Divide actually that you're not going to be able to re-clear as numbers on this B site for DFM. And it's just ultimately going to go by the wayside now as Munchkin starts to try and find timing into this A site.
What a timing and what a call. Akame, though, might be able to get the drop. He is in position. The recon goes unchecked. And Akame will be able to flick right back in towards the face of it. Hopping around as well, dodging bullets. May comes in for the final kill. TFM managed to survive this round.
Not even cracking at the economy just yet of T1 either, mind you. They're going to have a buy in this, a buy in the next, and depending on what they pick up, some ults to be able to help as well. Stax caught on the drone. Remember, sometimes when Stax is using util, he's very susceptible. So that's why I praise him having the gun out earlier on in this game.
Yeah, hasn't really been doing too well ever since he's been relinquished back to drone duties.
Hasn't really needed to do much on this attacking side, to be fair.
Yeah.
The rest of the squad doing the heavy lifting. As we're going to have the Sova trade game at the moment. Stax down first, Akame for DFM second.
You know there's an op on B.
There is, but there's no Hunter's Fury to dislodge you anymore. If you do remove the op and get the plant, it's going to be very big for Yatska as the gate crash just expires now. So he's locked himself into this corner that we have seen Izu send his gate crashes in time and time again. Yatska has to be very aware of this.
Hey, spots him. Best to reposition.
It's good because he wouldn't have had an escape route.
Still though, trying to dislodge Buzz. Oh, hit by the relay, and Buzz just goes on an absolute tear. May and Kaide left to try to extend DFM's life on the map.
He didn't plant. He thought he planted.
Kill, yep. Spike dropped. Izu pushing back in, and it's just May. Takes down the drone, but he's still got a lot more work to do.
Spike planted.
Ooh, a little harm by the top as well. She's gonna have to try to slide in or maybe slice the pie a little bit, as this is a susceptible crossfire angle, especially when we consider the back of Link. He slides across. Oh no, but look at the wide swing, Buzz up to the quad, and that's how the map ends.
A little bit unfortunate for DFM, to be honest with you. After the first half, we can say a viable and self-sufficient Viper player and Sentinel role as well. So very, very crucial for me, for my hopes for DFM.
I'll hold on to those for now. Akame able to hold on to garage angle for a little bit. Just a little dances and steps back and forth from both teams, but Buzz just decides to step back in the garage.
It's a bit of an interesting push for Akame in towards the garage when he is by himself. A little bit uncharacteristic for the side of DFM when they are on this defensive side to go solo. And maybe a little bit YOLO in this one. May, though, going to find a freebie onto Meteor, as it is still a deficit position for DFM. Spike in towards the B site.
Perhaps a bit more weight on Cessa's shoulders if he can find one, equalize the Forces a little bit. There he goes. Oh, not too bad. Buzz, though. Trying to go a little bit quicker. Still set up and stuck inside backside. He's going to get caught. Paint shells does kind of separate the forces, so Stacks to hold it all. He's trying to play around positioning.
They're thinking he's heaven.
Slowly but surely, all the way through. We've got to find Zest first, and now it's down to May. He has to spike down to half, but caught by the C. Stacks with a headshot to clutch it up for T1.
Another pistol round where DFM, you feel like they should be winning it. They made the right decisions, even from deficit positions. Ignore the Akame peek into garage, for example. We'll shut the door on that one, but they do start to still turn the ignition in this round. They get the freebie over at A. They have the kill onto the planter as soon as he gets off, and he is vulnerable, right? Izu gets taken down by Cess. They remove Buzz, and you think 2 versus 1. You've got a smoke on the spike. It's great. Stacks could have got felled during the pull out of that utility. Well, we need to see some defenses from DFM nice and early. If they drop this now, first buy round of theirs as well, and T1 come away with this anti-bonus, or rather the actual bonus of theirs, I'll start to worry a bit for DFM in this series right now. It's not like they are on an elimination game, but they are in a game right now that's a very crucial series still in this triple Elim bracket, and a very important round right now.
Both teams quite hungry, but down to this map, oh, T1.
Individual fights. I mean, there was another team that was doing that the other day. There was just a lot of individual bits on split, which I really was not happy with. And it got the better of them time and time again. And if we're going to continue to do this as DFM, it's going to be a very worrisome scenario. Now you get the re-clear over towards Garage 2, where Yatsuka should be good for one. Can't even get away with that. Unlucky. Now this one turns upside down.
Cess. What are you thinking? Flash, TP somewhere else. He's worried about Heaven as well, or at least calling May over.
I mean, the smoke can just get disrespected at the moment when you've got a death ball scenario for T1 and a showstopper for Buzz going on in as Izu and Buzz. These duelists are turning up their heat in this series for T1. And for poor old Akame, he's just going to run away with tail between his legs.
This is still T1 playing that double duelist incredibly well right now. It's similar to what we saw in Peripherals just now. Suddenly you see a heavy lead into the A side. Izu just crashes across, finds a double kill.
Well, it just feels like at the moment that there's a stowaway on the ship, I feel like, for DFM. 2 kills gone off yonder immediately. And it's just going to be another 5 versus 3 where you've got superior advantage here for T1. You don't need to overcook things.
Tether from Stacks' haunt as well, maybe revealing a little bit, but DFM trying to reposition for now. T1 shows so comfortable too.
There is a flank coming through from Cess, but I almost just don't like it in this position because you would reveal it. But now, with those 2 kills, it changes things. Have T1 overplayed this one a little bit now from the 5 versus 3? That flank will start to become an issue as Meteor does find the right timing to watch it.
Still DFM taking a couple of risks here and there of the early peaks. You gotta love and admire it, Kaede. He's on a heater.
These sheriffs, man, what have we been saying from the last map? Kaede is goated with them. Akame looking pretty handsome in this round as well, and now it's gonna be Munchkin for another 1vx clutch.
You got Prowlers, you got C's. Just need to figure out where Munchkin could be positioned. Surely you anticipate Garage at some point as well, but the smoke makes it a little bit tempting. A couple of them, and as we mentioned, Initiator utility still online. Starting to make some moves. Munchkin looking for the right timing to pop on through. Here's the tap. It's slowly starting to jiggle around it. Oh, not quite connecting the shots though, and DFM recovers!
They have dodged the small iceberg in this round after stealing the round with the thrifty variety. The sheriffs are sharp today, it would seem, but the rifle rounds not as much. So we are definitely requesting a little bit more from DFM. Some awkward timing with that wall being dropped as well. I actually thought by the pathing that you had no utility from DFM going to Garage and shot at the end to get the job done. You're on the board for DFM. You have a buy, you have some cash to go at it again in the next round as well. This is going to be a big one for them to start to figure things out on the defensive side, but now it's going to be a different style for T1 as it's the ult to lead the way into this B site, and you've already got a quick amount of numbers here for DFM 2, mind you.
Yeah, should be a pretty good chance at being able to withstand T1's advances, but still they hang all the way back, wanting none of it. All the utility coming through from T1 as well, though, just to try to get spiked down.
Meteor is 2 away from the pit. Not going to have access to that in this round at the moment unless he gets a couple of quick, snappy frags as Stax gets the plant and a 5 versus 5 B-site split endeavor. Mate, this is going to be very chaotic.
And Nightfall for the latter half of the site, so not quite connecting onto too many players still. You got to worry about health, and that's where the trades come through. T1, though, starting to lose it a little bit. The flash is popping across, and Izu will capitalize. It's down the last player. Meteor finds it at the end. T1 back on top.
8 immediately by Spray. It's the pistols and singular rifle of Akame that gets some damage in,
Spike down A.
but does get traded out in the end.
Still, we've seen what these sheriffs can do.
Yes.
It's a possible round for DFM. Buzz and Stacks just go on fully colliding into the DFM squad.
Okay.
Big comes back. It's a 1v1 now.
Very, very winnable. Do you think to yourself, as Meteor drop the pit or not? He's not going to plant for tower either. If he does play the pit, it would give May the option to boombot in, paint shells, rocket. He may very well use the whole utility set here for this. It's going to be a very interesting pathing to see what he wants to do. I mean, you would expect the boombot to go in to start to clear some of the pit.
Meteor, though, you dig deep into the side. You want to go back in towards screens. He hears the bot, so he's trying to avoid it for now.
Decay.
Keeps himself in the corner, spots him out by the outline. Oh, that was quick and decisive.
Prowler going to reveal Akame and the Phantom. You got to assume that the op is still available here, and now it's going to confirm it with the second Prowler. Good on Stacks to keep things a little bit interesting over at this A side of the map, trying to sell the fake as best as possible that you only hear Stacks.
And Stacks takes down Yatsuka as well, but there goes Kaide, anchoring down the B side like nobody's business, and the showstopper pop instantly sends T1 across the map.
Munchkin has to run with his body because he doesn't have the ult available to TP to the A site where Stacks is trying to get on in. Akame is on the right angle, shuts that one down. This is going upside down and pear-shaped for T1 in this round as DFM do answer with another round finally.
Yeah, it was such a crucial point as well. I mean, you did have Meteor kind of lurking around. He did find a kill here or there, but ultimately it was the spike.
Yeah, different scenario if you're going to be able to get in towards that one, but even if you do ult to a bit of a safety spot, Stack still needs to win that duel. Give yourself some comfort there. Kaide doing his damnedest to find those kills where required as well. If it's going to be just a slow start for DFM on this map, well, now needs to be the time for them to start to turn up the heat for sure. Melt that feeling. There's some adjustments to be made on T1's side. There's been some slip-ups from their opponents as opposed to T1 looking fantastic.
And that's kind of what we're seeing right now as well. We're looking to them.
I can't believe I wrote that because they'll look good. Laugh at myself. Great shot from Yatsuka to start things off onto Buzz, as it's going to be the steamroll from T1 in towards this B site. But it's a slow roll, actually. No immediate flood to come in from DFM either. They've got the Nightfall, they've got the Dimensional Drift. There's some good combos that can come in towards this retake now.
Half buy for the T1 variety, so we don't mind it too much. We'll trade. Could have hoped to see that Phantom do a little bit more, but otherwise, here comes DFM. Nightfall in, Izu trying to hold them out by the choke point, but still, the shot's not connecting, and it's going to be Phantom's Buckies. Yatsuka to end it with an operator shot.
Making from DFM. You reveal your constant positions time and time again, and then you opt to get proactive on this defensive side instead of reactive. And Munchkin is very reactive with that trigger finger, isn't he? 2 Sharpies push the operator out as well with that Prowler. That is a great opener here for T1.
Might just be the round as well. I mean, look at DFM trying to hang back. You got Akame, the sole player on the A site. He's good for at least 1 or 2 perhaps, but is that going to be enough? He plays out from the heaven position, gets flashed, tries to hop into the corner. Nightfall doesn't quite connect into anything, but also informs the T1's decision-making.
Oh, he's done.
And there goes Showstopper. Yeah, no chance at surviving. Yatsuka pops on, but pretty much just hands the op over.
And Cess has lost his friends in 1 versus 4 as well, where you've got some money across the board. Kaide is going to be requesting weapon, but it's on the other side of the map compared to where T1's forces are. Dimensional drift in, starts to overwhelm the forces on the side. Bring in May. He needs to get to be a part of this duel, and he will get the trade onto Izu. Oh, and a Sharpie on a Buzz as well.
Showstopper online, and there goes.
That's the spike in the site.
Oh, he's on a heater. He's just not going to slow down. It's not even needed. Sends in more satchels as well, and now T1's pretty much stuck.
And Munch can already use the ultimate as well, so you can't even retrieve the explosive device. That is a bit of a problematic position that Buzz has gifted to DFM here.
I do kind of hear you, though. Maybe May overcooked a little bit. Could have
May?
held it
No. Buzz overcooked. May did the right thing there, getting in to help the team. 30 seconds to go, though. T1 need to find a bit of a blessing and a very big slip up from DFM here, because there's still a crossfire that you just remove the head of Meteor. And Munchkin, he'd already said that he doesn't want any of this business for DFM on the exchange going on to the attacking side. That is a Sharpie to come through. Also remind yourself as well with the instances of this map that we'd seen previously, right? It was the defensive side that was the better side for DFM. What we saw him against Team Secret. We see some adjustments still happening in the early stages, with that being in the first game of the middle bracket. And you were just dropped down. So we'll see. We'll see. We've got a half here, though, with a pistol when the wall drops for go time that Stax is requesting help.
Oh no, he really needed it too. Unfortunately, help arrived a little bit late, just enough for Yacht's to come into a line of sight. 3 members left from T1 to try to retake, a bit from screens, a bit from heaven, and it's Buzz who actually finds a shot despite being nearsighted by the paranoia.
Well, he's still got those paint shells, and I'm very surprised he's not lobbing them somewhere earlier on. Now starting to get in towards the site. These self-paint shells are not going to finish him off like we've seen on Lotus before from Paper Rex, but he's certainly trying to be sharp with the Sheriffs himself. Now Yatska stuck. Copping a reload for both of them. The fake TP, the paint shells to off-putting from the line as well, but Buzz, it does not matter if it looks a little bit slippy and sloppy, because he gets the job done at the end. He will not fall over his own feet. And T1 get another pistol.
Yeah, the Sheriff's doing a lot of work on some of these pistol rounds. Just the fact that even if it's not a headshot, it does so much damage. And at that point was a low HP DFM player.
Well, he's kind of slapped him, honestly. Yeah. Even blinded, he knew that Kaide was peeking out. He's able to find that frag, which is very self-sufficient on the pistols with that one, just shooting a storm. Quite criminal how many of these pistols we've seen from DFM where you feel like they may very...
Actual round win, so not done yet. DFM look to explode in towards the A site, seizing early ramp control. Buzz, though, able to take down Cess, but now he's super vulnerable. Tucks himself in the corner.
It's just immediately stopped DFM's chances of being able to get in towards the sites now. I mean, you've even seen the gate crash. Buzz is just waiting for it. Frothing at the mouth that his opponent in Yatska will take that TP. It's just going to expire now.
Cutting through.
And with Cess gone as well, limits your options across the map for DFM. Do you have to stay around this A site where your toxic screen is?
Not 100% certain yet, but you've got the numbers on the side of T1. What's DFM's approach here? Oh my goodness, they're thinking to reinsert themselves back in through vents. Meteor just holds it all down! Oh goodness me! All by the ropes!
A 1 versus 5, and the hunt is on. Okay.
10 seconds to try to hold on to this rifle, perhaps.
10 seconds left.
He's going to make a go at it. Still shut down by Munchkin at the end.
And Buzz didn't even need the showstopper in that round either. Still has that accessible in the next round. That is another bonus round going T1's way on this map. Remember, the first half, the first round, the DFM gathered as well. It was of the thrifty variety. So we definitely need, well, another one of those in the next round, you'd assume, for DFM to get back in towards this map to start their affairs on this attacking side now. Just feels like it is from behind. Pop that up. You can waltz in towards the site. but you then remember that Kaide's dead. So they are going to go straight into Stax' crosshairs, which he won't overplay his hand and take a fight. He'll give this site control to DFM. And they can get a plant here and then try to just shoot with the Sheriffs.
Look to numbers, the Sheriffs from DFM still quite lethal, but there goes Showstopper now, and DFM's forced to respect it. They try to get ahead though, and Akami managed to break apart Buzz.
Okay, Sheriffs are starting to do some dirty work at the moment. It's Meteor and Munchkin. See if they're going to be able to actually now kind of clutch back up. May says no to Meteor. This one is, again, maybe a thrifty for DFM in the 4th round of the half. May finds the final, and they've done it again.
Oh my word, what is happening today with DFM's Sheriffs?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all that is happening today. It's DFM's Sheriffs. Legitimately, a lot of these rifle rounds have not looked as convincing.
Wow!
The amount of times that T1 has been able to come back from behind, this time the Sheriffs get the job done yet again. You've got to make this a turning point in this map, though. It has to start for DFM to start to go in towards the site. As Izu moves into a better position, the drift comes in, and he starts to get overwhelmed.
At least he manages to get away, but this does give control of the side over to DFM. Still holding the line, though. Not allowing for DFM to take any further space. Kaide. Stealthy approach from the back of mid. And he takes down Buzz mid-rotation. Munchkin thought to check back into it, but knows that he needs to play for the objective instead. Siege comes out. DFM holding the lines. Makes it a lot more difficult for T1 to get back in. Munchkin will be the first one to step through, but unfortunately has to hang back. It's a call to save because of the operator.
Well, it's not specifically that. It's a good prize to take into the next round, don't get me wrong, but DFM is too powerful once they get in towards the site and they push Izu off the line.
Got their operator still, and unfortunately it's not on the right side. DFM trying to assert themselves over onto A.
Well, this might very well be a May showstopper entry if you'd ever seen one. The rest of the team all with him as well. Meteor is stuck at the ramp. They're going to send some utility his way as well. You are just absolutely dead. Good, sir. And that'll cause a bit of a reset on the round as well for DFM.
Okay.
With all 5 members around main, they've lost space everywhere.
Look at Izu.
So they're going to have to start to clear things, and with Izu pushing all the way up through Link with a very active gate crash as well, he should be good for at least one here.
Oh, just shy of an inch. Still kind of slows things down against DFM though, but that's where Cez peeks back. Oh, takes down Izu, the op is gone.
Yeah, a couple of uncharacteristic shots and reactions from Izu in this round specifically, giving good chances for DFM to win this one even maybe flawlessly. Yatska, though, not expecting a second repos from an opponent in the same spot where they dispatched Meteor earlier on. There's that showstopper, though, that I mentioned too. Did he see him? He didn't see him!
30 seconds.
How's he gotten away with this? Stax! And Buzz found Cess as well. This is going upside down. And you think I'd be used to that right now. May gonna get blinded as well. There's 20 seconds sub to get on in. There's gonna be a very risky plant to go into the open now.
Oh, it's straight out in the open. Munchkin quickly spots it and reacts. It's T1 back into the lead. You would have thought that DFM had something going, but neglecting the corner at the bottom of hell.
Absolutely stealing the round back from DFM. Thinking things from what T1 is showing around the map.
Definitely could be a possibility, but right now just trying to insert May down Mail.
He's got no way out of here. So Buzz has an opportunity to be able to find him, which he will. Izu finds Cess sticking from the shadows at the back of the A site with no boys to hold his hand for an entry out through A as well. This round, as I'm praising the starts of a couple of them for DFM, is looking very awkward, and they might not even get a damn kill in this round the way things are going.
I'm not sure what the execute plan was supposed to be, but either way, Stax just prevents them from marching further.
The operator again for Izu. I talked about it before. It's looked a little bit awkward so far. Can't even shoot the clone.
Time to jump.
Really unfortunate, but at least he repositions up in towards ramp. Does take down one. Kaide to exchange.
Very needed trade to come through from Kaide at the moment, but the rest of the squad needs to get in towards the A site. And you can see that that's the idea of T1 as well, that they think, well, this might very well be where it's ending. Munchkin moves location over towards A as well. As DFM do have that Nightfall available to try and get in towards the site. Kaide with the pit for a bit of security, but the mid-rounding for DFM has been called to go towards B here with the space that Cess is finding up at the tower, with the rotations from the rest of the squad as well. They're going into Buzz's lair, and he's got a showstopper here that could be quite poisonous.
Just gotta wait for the right moment
30 seconds
to
left.
strike. Straight into the pits. Oh, the utility though, still pretty good, so no chance at dropping the showstopper, but Meteor has arrived. The barrel revealed, however, and Cess now gets a pickup.
No, Kaide's going for the plant before deploying the pit at the moment. I don't know why you're not deploying the pit first and foremost and then planting. Cess loses his life in that bit, but it's Kaide! Oh, doesn't get the allocation for the seconds. And Stax will be the savior for T1 to now find series point.
Relatively close and clean. They managed to find some mid-rounding here and there, but down to the final moments of the round, what would you call them? Slip-ups? You TP'd into the open, you didn't drop the pit?
Crumbling under the pressure at the moment.
Okay.
Crumbling indeed. Time, not really a massive issue there. It's the rotations, it's the ambitious call of
10 seconds left.
Cess to bring things over to that B site. The trade game in this game for both of the sides, or in this round, we're at points now, series points to play with. Buzz sending him the showstopper, guillotined out immediately by Kaide.
Yeah, that's a rolling head for sure, but still, we do have a judge in the hands of Munchkin hiding in the smoke. See what DFM elects to do.
Well, Meteor has waltzed down towards middle by his own loans himself too. But it really does come down to reactionary decisions right now. DFM, again, don't overcomplicate things perhaps. Bit of a lesser buy here with the Guardian and the Bulldog. Not going to see Yartska and Cess go in first. Perhaps it does need to be May with some Prowlers to lead the way. Judge in the dark cover.
Surely.
Doom around the corner. But is it all gloom? Izu finds Kaide. You don't Prowler the smoke. You don't clear things as DFM, but you do get the trade for the 3 versus 3.
Flash over onto Heaven as well, but no one's there, so Meteor might have a slight timing. Izu approaching from the rear.
Planted.
Stax, a more orthodox angle. Re-smoked, spots out Akame through the Prowler of Stax. So it's additional information now. Each individual player from T1 has a line, but Cess shuts down an initial one. Another one from the rear as well. It's Meteor back in through Garage, looking for a slight timing off of Stax. Unfortunately, Stax gets caught now, so it's a full-on 1v3. Can Meteor clutch this up to close out the map? He's hungry for it, but the spike is ticking, and that means pressure mounting up. Can't quite spot anyone out, though. In fact, might have gotten spotted himself. He's down to low HP, and Akame seals the deal. DFM managed to hang on.
Lean to the B site to start things off. That is where Izu holds his own scope.
Who's next? It's the clone. Tries to go for a second shot. Oh, he actually gets it. Dimensional Drift still, though, for DFM to try to thwart T1's advances on the retake.
You're into the side. You're trying to get this Viper's Pit down as Kaide. You certainly need to use it and deploy it in this round. You would assume you're at a player deficit. The plant is early. As T1 will have a 5-player retake.
Okay. Buzz and Stax still have utility, though, so that could be tossed into the pit. Then you got to watch out for Garage. 3 players.
Sees nade combo.
Hiding inside. Looking for the right spot to toss it, and there it goes. Catches onto Akame, so unfortunately not yet Kaide, but still trying to spam on through now. DFM players managing to avoid all the bullets, but still T1 continuing to relay forward. Kaide takes a couple down, but then falling himself at the end. T1 gets it. They will advance into the middle bracket finals at the end of the second map.
Maybe there was something about the research in my notepad right now that says if T1 wins this 2-0, I think it's because they'll look good. They look good in this series right now. There was some convincing rounds that they come out with as well. There was some great first half starts as well for DFM. We're seeing some great signs from them.
It is time, my friends. PaperX, aka W Gaming versus DRX with Hermes, my friends. They used to be W Gaming too when Flashback was there, but it's a new thing. They still look good, and this is elimination match, my friends. One of these two incredible things will say goodbye to any chances of qualifying for Masters Santiago, my friends.
I mean, you've already got Teo slotted in towards,
and I think the winner here will play against the loser between DFM and T1.
Potentially do as Envy is playing up a long, finds first frag on a Hermes, and it's just a battle in mid now.
Yeah, they're all pushing up actually, all the way through window as well. Envy feels the extra confidence with the reinforcements coming through to continue pushing past, but unfortunately Jing goes down just by a bit. Forsaken now going for the pinch, and that leaves Mako stranded, really.
Yep, not a lot of utility for anyone to be using right now. It's just gunshots ablaze. Everyone looking for him, and they're very individual at the moment, aren't they?
And I also want to say, my friends, have a good day. I wish you all the best, my friends. Love you all. Love you all.
Angling towards a split.
I like that. Something I like that. That way to push out the wing and see.
All of the information.
Oh my, no,
come towards this A side.
Yeah, just hearing all the information going through. So something will be able to TPO.
Good run, PaperX. That's how they happen. I like what I see.
Kind of pinned down for now. He's still looking for a couple of shots with the Sheriff still. Jing does arrive just in time to do enough damage.
Divide?
Water falling through from the top of the window now.
What was that?
Exactly
how he got 2 kills so fast?
Strike back,
oh my god, Divide. How you did that, bro? How you did that? Guys, for beating run for PaperX, perfect start, and remember, this is their map
pick. Again, for something who has had a very shaky kickoff as well, right? Our star starter player of the 2025 season is in the middle of the pack, essentially, when it comes to players in Pacific this time around. So we're trying to see, you know, comfort levels and really shot levels at the end of the day to come out from him. So if he's able to be having the impact
I like that
right now on this.
They're gonna smoke. Ready? They smoke ready. Ready? Flash TP. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flash. Ready also.
That's some good coordination for the A-long take from PaperX there. As
like the cons, I like the cons.
Early salvos, for example, to off-put
good cons on the voice, quick communication. I like that.
PaperX over at that A side as well, because they are playing the technical 1-1-3 at the moment. And it's just something who's the closest to C, but it's an untenable situation for him to get in too early. So once more, it's going to be a 5v5 retake. Divide with the operator in hand as well. Keep a potential eye on that.
Which makes it a pretty good call coming through from DRX, especially
oh my god,
hearing all the footsteps right now.
They are not even looking towards the spawn at the moment. This is not in PaperX's mindscape whatsoever.
This could be 2 big kills, instant numbers advantage for DRX.
Unless it takes too long.
Yeah, a little bit of time for now, but still able to hold around the edge of the smoke, around
good round, Hermes, but now I'm gonna get suspicious, bro.
It's not the 2 that we were
very important,
of. Jing is
and
still alive.
DRX wins this one here
it's now
in
instantly
a flawless
PaperX
way, my friends.
Can't really respond in this situation. The best I can hope for is this kill against Hermes and then a save. Hunting down Hermes right now.
Oh, Hermes.
He backtracks all the way into spawn.
Time, and it's not going to be absent. The operator, a Devi already on the line as Envy grabs
A
B's
empty.
There's a Nightfall available for this B potential retake again.
Yeah, still quick take from DRX though. We'll see how they can possibly respond or anticipate some of these ultimates so far. Nightfall getting sent through. A Blaze Wall into side as well, but look at Mako.
Oh, you're going to have to just take these fights at the moment and find them convincingly for PaperX. There's the Rolling Thunder for Bane if he needs as well. And so far, so good for DRX finding all of these kills.
Evaded the Nightfall, went
and they should set it up here already.
The fights as well. It's a tough one for PaperX.
Yeah,
2 players alive,
again.
and they still want to hold on to the op as well. So trying to
why? Bro, if you're gonna save the weapon, you just save the weapon on Divide.
Yeah,
what are you doing, brother?
Free. You would assume for DRX in the 2 rounds that they've gathered. Will this be a change though?
The double down here.
Nah, not really.
Didn't work.
No, sir.
They got
this
on,
is not
bro.
even
5v3.
parliamentary procedure. This is just DRX going in, especially in PaperX. Don't quite have the guns.
Divide
though, off the back site. and steps away, eats paranoia, but still tucked into the smokes. Looks for the right opportunity to possibly thwart the spike plant. Managed to take down Mako as well. Still has ammo to go for a little bit more.
They haven't planted just yet. They know that retreat
VCT?
from Freeing has gone through the garage. He popped
That's why, Mundi. That's why he got rid of that out.
Freeing does have a drone and the Armageddon available.
Oh, damn, the device on fire.
Placement that you would assume has to be superior right now.
Freeing's a dangerous man.
Has already showcased that in this round, mate. He's got a 4K.
Gonna double down
is
flank.
looking for the ace.
Divide.
Yeah,
Baiting V, baiting V. Don't go first. Baiting V.
Potentially
Head
play for
ace.
bait around
What's wrong?
Freeing though, into the right spot.
And Divide doesn't do that. Divide doesn't do that. He doesn't need that, Mundi. He's not new like girl. Oh my god. Ace for Divide. Beautiful smile.
With an ace.
Ay, bro. That's amazing. Damn. Just like 1v5, you know? I think actually one kill he got an assist by Envy, but the rest I think it was all like double kills.
On the chamber because, you know, for me,
I know, boss,
the
Divide,
is all
man.
about being able to tap heads and shoot your opponents on this center
Guys,
line. And
17
he's
played
just been
chamber
able
last
to do
time.
that. So well done for the Predator ace coming.
I think it was
Device
Divide,
away.
maybe?
And around back towards Paper X, where you think maybe DRX would have, with a 2-player opener, by the way, a 3 versus 5 for Paper X, be able to establish a plant, defend it. Unlucky for
Divide,
DRX.
bro. Ay, legendary, baby.
Corners. Still though, Paper X continue to scale up a lot of the extremities of the map.
Portal closed. Cutting.
DRX trying to go with a full 5-man punch right now. Managing to take down something. It's a lot of information though.
Yeah, do they use the Armageddon to get in towards the
Ooh,
site
he's
or
a clean
not?
shot, bro.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place and a retrieval mission. Now they're going to put him 6 feet under, 3 versus 4, with a lot of this utility being invested.
Guys, very
early
low money here on
for
Paper
DRX
X.
to try and get this plant way ult, the tail ult right now, but it's the tour de force from Divide.
Ah,
and he can't
unlucky,
pepper
dude,
and finish off
unlucky.
Bane.
Buff chamber
Another
ult.
situation where Paper X are
Wait.
here before the plant can go down, and they're just taking the fights, trying to off-put DRX, but now when the dust settles, it's Jing.
Yeah, losing some members in the whole process of it. So 1v2 now. They know exactly where he is or where he could show up from. So the cage comes down, makes it a little bit more difficult. He's out of utility as well. Just has to come down.
He didn't check. He didn't check. Cameron gets free. 5 to 3, my friend. Slow money for PRX.
And this one in some good form, some good challenges.
Still similar-ish approaches though, different players coming down.
Man, but I like the way Paper X is playing this map
Spotting
because
out the further information from
they're
the
being
Prowler
very
as well.
proactive, very aggressive.
To try and draw
Almond
a lot
to
of
be
attention
expected,
towards
yes.
this spot, making think that they're still hanging around.
But this is how I think
Risky business
Heaven
though to
should be
hang
played
around
right
the
now.
cage when it drops in the open against an operator, perhaps though, as Divide will find him in that very moment.
They have to get the plant down now. You spent so many players, so many resources to try to get the spike in, but then you get stalled by the run it back. Hyunmin will stand feet to try to send it back, but unfortunately you lost all initiative now.
One enemy
Okay.
remaining.
So that's why all the angles
That's a
start to
clean
get
round,
held
boys.
by Paper X, especially with the operator still
That's
coming
a clean
through.
round.
It's
Divide
another shot
again.
for Divide.
With a big one,
Paper
3
X will
kills.
move up to a 6th.
It looks a little
DRX
bit
can buy
one-dimensional
6
in that
one
sort of
on the defender
position
side is
from
already
DRX
pretty
as
good,
well,
boys.
right? They get
Pretty
pushed
good.
off, being able to do
Mundi has
anything
the mission
over at
drifting.
A.
Ah, sorry.
They're not up through
Something,
C with any
something.
sort of space gains just yet. So where else are they going to be able to
Chamber is
go?
a
Well, it's the
fun
B site
agent to
or it's
play.
Garage. You're happy as Larry holding that one as Paper X with a judging Garage because there's no.
I think today I'll have more
action coming
time.
through
I'm gonna
from
play some
DRX at
games.
that moment.
Probably
They're
on the
looking to
chamber.
kind of dry waltz in towards the B side at that point in time because they've already lost a couple.
Time out
Again,
for
this breaks
DRX.
Teo flat
My
on the
friends,
mouth.
should
This is going to be a very
I show the
important
full
for DRX on
round
the back of
after a
that timeout,
timeout?
though, in
Just
terms
so you
of
guys see
Kickoff
everything
as
that they
well.
do or no? Or direct to the point? Give me a feedback.
Just a bit with Divide peeking his head through Garage.
Yeah, drone timing is nice as well. You don't really want to be peeking too far through Garage's Divide when you don't call for an Omen smoke to go towards mid-window. Just going to try and hold that singular line. As you mentioned the Rolling Thunder earlier on, that's going to be the entryway into this seaside.
Oh, this look
well,
is great.
Scoping out things as something, finding all of the info.
It's also kind of throwing them into a lot of nerves.
Oh my god, Jing with the
Jing
movement.
able to sidestep it away, and now something, especially having infiltrated towards the
Okay,
back,
okay.
makes things so much more
Together,
difficult
guys,
for
together.
DRX. They're
Don't throw it.
stuck between a
Learn a
rock
lesson, learn
and
a lesson.
hard place. Bane, can you really
Okay,
fight yourself
Devi
out of that
again,
spot?
15 kills for
And
Devi.
Paper Rex continue onward with this
That
onslaught.
ball though?
It's a good ult to come
Oh
out
my
from something
God,
there
bro.
as well with that dimensional drift, just confirming all presence of members from DRX. And I'm very, very surprised that Marco decides to stick that ultimate to the back of the C site there as
Marco
well.
went for the big
from his
play, for the hero
POV,
one.
The two Paper X members aren't looking at him, but then the moment that you come out of the form,
Man, it's always a
will
pleasure
just
to watch
spot you.
Jing on
Unlucky,
Fennec.
mate. Nice try, a valiant attempt, but it does get shut down in the end, and Paper X find their 7th.
Devi's
Paper X
looking
not able-
good.
Well, drone in towards Garage, and it's just going to be absent of Paper X members, so they are pathing correctly.
Man, a masterclass here from
technically,
Paper X on this
DRX
defender
in this
side,
round,
guys.
but just
Oh
weaponry,
my
a very
God,
nice
what the
shot
hell
from
was
Gwear to start
that?
things off.
Right, just look at where Paper X are positioned,
Bro.
anticipating all of these plays. They know the
Devi, you are him,
They
dude.
just set themselves up just right as the Waylay does fly on through. Now it's Forsaken
Ah,
into
bro,
the
look
corner
at
on
this
top
thing,
of
man.
Logs.
Look at this thing. It's so
Instantly
nice, so
decimating
fun to
3 more
watch.
players.
This is a
Just the
beautiful
last
game
one
of
left, and
Valorant,
Free
guys.
goes
Beautiful
down
game,
into the
masterclass.
ground. It's a flawless for Paper X.
Guys, we got a new Paper X, you know? J2, bro. It's J2 Rex now. Those guys are W gaming, bro, with Baby Bay.
Good reveals and
It's actually
good shots from Paper
insane, bro.
X.
Actually insane.
Just easy free kills
Oh my
in those
God,
moments
Devi.
in time. There's that
That's why I pay
8-3
you,
to
bro.
come on through as we move into the last
Damn.
round of the half. Are we going to see some adjustments come through from DRX because it's felt a little bit flat now that the rhythm has been
Like that.
found.
What a
for
game,
Paper
what a
X.
game.
We're not seeing this potency that
Last
comes
one
out
of
from
the half,
the
my
game
friends.
against Zeta Division, where I feel like you got a new comp coming on through, you're adjusting in that one. There was no tape for Zeta to really rely upon. Paper X had tape coming in towards this series.
And today,
bit
only one
still
series
enough.
here on
Not to
Pacific,
mention, I mean,
one
the
series
proficiency
on the
of
MEA,
these
guys.
players on these agents too, Jing on the Phoenix, but still.
Oh,
this
the
time
timing
the
was
Brick Results
crazy.
Into the smokes, Hyunmin
Burn,
able to
burn.
take out one, but the hot hand still able to burn him alive. Bane.
Bro, I thought Jing had that too.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a loose spray at the end there from Jing. Unlucky that he wasn't able to win that one, as it's a 3 versus 4. Forsaken has gone into where the opponents buy their guns. A little bit of a lurk
Wait,
from
can
Bane
I
on
get
5
that?
HP with the 25 regen shields. See if he can activate a little bit later on.
It's insane
Oh my
positioning.
god, the guy, the
If he's
bridge,
able to
the
actually
bridge
activate.
knows, the bridge
Divine
knows,
has no
Bang.
idea. Oh my goodness, now it's at 2v4. Forsaken though, still a chance.
Wait.
As he hops on through window.
He knows.
He knows freeing
You
his
know
gun.
about both players, actually.
Pings him as well. Just eyeing down the corner, calling for reinforcements. Something
Oh
goes through.
my
and
God,
unfortunately
something
goes
need
down
that
as
kill.
well. Special delivery spent, but this is all costing
Oh,
Forsaken
something needed that
valuable
kill.
time where DRX managed to thwart it back.
And you've also got the consistency from Divide coming through on the chamber. I mean, it's just been gorgeous.
Oh.
Speaking of, he does get
What a
traded.
pleasure to see Devi playing like this, bro.
Comes out with the shot first as well.
Yeah, so it's rather even for now, but still. Otherwise, for DRX to try to rethink if they want to double up reinforces onto A, they will continue clear on up. They see nothing there, but they hear all the footsteps up close towards, well, C-Link right now. Hot Hands gets tossed. Mako hangs back.
Gotta be careful of this flank that's coming through from Hyunmin as well, up at the front of
Man,
the
it's
window.
crazy that
Is
one of
this
the shot
gonna be
things will be
ready?
eliminated today.
Paper X
Actually
whatsoever
crazy.
as they look to extend territories towards A to clear that first and foremost, as something removes Marco.
Oh,
Something.
and another! Hermes gets taken down. Now Hyunmin's been spotted out. He's still able to take down another
my
as
God,
well,
he almost
but
got that.
unfortunately not enough up against something.
11
Will
kills or
survive
something.
with 15 HP.
Yeah.
All the kills in this pistol round for him.
Well, it's lovely.
Man, I like
Out
something
from
a lot,
something
bro.
in that round, and I'm getting flashbacks right now.
Oh, you're getting flashbacks, bro. Come back,
You find
flashback, come
both
back.
He started to snowball, but the
Bro,
rifle
flashback,
rounds
he said it was
is
a
what we
bad
needed
player,
to
but
see
he
delivered from
couldn't
you guys
achieve
in that
what
series.
was
That
meant
didn't
to
happen
be.
too
But he was so
much.
good,
They still
bro.
get the job
So
done
good.
at the end of the day. A skin of the teeth.
Come back,
And this
bro,
one
come
was a
back.
lot more decisive. So it's really good prep for Paper X coming in towards this specific map right
Oh.
now.
They're pushing mid, boys.
Oh,
Can jump pick
yeah.
or what?
Good start for the bonus though.
They're
for
going away.
Chunmin,
Can
at
we touch
least.
the garage first, boys?
Yeah,
I'm
touch
gonna try to break garage ship.
Go, 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 go.
Let's just divide down. First gun round for DRX. Spread across the map.
Other day I heard
Happy
some
with the
feedback
site
from you
usually
guys
over at the
saying
seaside
that
as it's going to start to
I
be a little
shouldn't
bit of
talk
scoped action
while
in towards Garage.
replay is
Peripherals
happening, so you guys
to
could
see
hear
if
the
anything
players.
is there.
and I thought, okay. I don't know how you feel because when they speak, when they are communicating, I get kind of pissed off. I'm not gonna
telling
lie.
of what
So
direction
I
it
get
might
your
be.
point, guys. I
A
get
bit
your
risky
point.
though for something. He was hanging around that C site with a smoke permitted by Forsaken to at least help him like destroy some of that util. Broke the cam, didn't break a trip. As Hyunmin is just breaking heads.
Spike down A.
Job's done for him in this round.
By his lonesome as well. Yeah, this entire
Man, I want
round
to see
is
everybody on fire, guys.
I don't think
Everybody
gonna be
in their
able to do too
best
much,
form.
not
I
to
want
mention
a legendary
Marco
game.
pushing all the way
So,
through.
Now, this
today
is the
we have
situation
one
as DRX,
on
you
game
don't
only, bro.
overcomplicate
Why
things,
this is
give
not a best of
opportunities
five?
to
Like,
take
why
risks.
tomorrow got three best of threes in three best of fives, bro?
What? Okay. Slight opportunity
Bullshit.
for Marco.
2 days in a
Maybe
row.
20 seconds to go, and Bane is aware of the possibility of them coming through, but they hear the footsteps in the garage. They want to try and shake Forsaken. And something does get on this B line, but again, I mentioned Bane has to be aware of this one. It's smart decision-making from him. Gun barrel poked.
Yeah, no
No
time.
way of entry into this B site.
Yeah, it's a tough angle to clear. Well, multiple angles, that is, as you step through into B site. Comes down to
Yeah, one
Forsaken,
is just up,
banking everything onto the spike plant inside of the
Okay,
smoke,
okay.
but that's
Biggie,
also
biggie.
where the
I got a
Archfiend
plant, that's
bit
good.
of timing to go
For money.
on through.
Yeah, you get the plant down as Forsaken, so I guess you'll take that as a sliver of a prize at the tail end of the round as well. But a good pass mark for DRX, holding on to the 3 weapons.
And guys,
Picking up
next, the
conversion
third
paths
map
as
is
well for
Brazy. I
Youngman
really want
on
to
the
see
back of
that.
some individual brilliance
my
from him
God.
when the Phantom is in hand, so trying
Nice,
to
Yummy.
maximize what they can do for their chances
What
in
a
this
shot
lower
from them.
bracket run.
Oh my god,
Nice
he's
flick to come
different,
through
bro.
from something.
Oh, that's rare.
Oh,
It's a
what a
rare
lovely reaction.
because it's not desk slamming.
Normally it's like, William, what the hell are
Thank
you
you for
doing, bro?
explaining why I said that.
It's not Williams.
But still,
Leon, I don't know.
Sleeping
I'm terrible
Brush
with
does
names.
manage to recover. Now on to the
Something,
operator
something.
for Divine.